I welcome you all to next session of our information security and system audit. Currently, we are discussing the cloud computing revision. Today, we will see the software as a service part and DevOps and cloud computing. Let me share the screen with you. Please mark your attendance. Okay. After the last session, we have discussed the various service model of the cloud computing. We are revising the cloud computing your examination with respect to your examination. Now today we will see the what do you mean by the software as a service. There are the three service model under the cloud computing architecture. The very first, that's the infrastructure as a service, then the platform as a service, and then the software as a service. No doubt, in the current era, there are other models also, like the network as a service, or even the mobile as a service, mobile equipment as a service. All are under the cloud computing, but as per our syllabus, we are having these three particular points. Now, what do you mean by the software as a service? Software as a service means just the subscriptions, okay? That the multiple devices can have the single software subscribe, that is a software as a service. Like you can have the mobile, PC, databases, codes, or network resources, and app servers can be subscribed. Whereas the traditional server, it's a on-site or one-time fee, means there is no subscription, you have to purchase for it, and it is for the single device. Okay, that is the single device used for under the traditional software, whereas the software as a service has the multiple device and it is a subscription base. Now this is the, you can say, the cloud computing triangle, cloud service model triangle. That's software as a service at the top, it is for the end user. Then the platform as a service at the middle, which are meant for the application development. And at the bottom there is the infra as a service, that's the infrastructure. And solution architect, network architect are having that particular point. End user like package, so they will use the package software, OS applications, etc., that can be utilized by them. And server storage network can be accessed, whereas the application developers are meant for the OS and application stack server storage network, that is a platform as a service. We have discussed in the last session what do you, that the pizza as a service. Okay, जब आप पिज्जा घर पे बनाते हैं या फिर डाइन आउट करते हैं पिज्जा के लिए, then how we can correlate that with the this software or platform as a infra as a service. This is a cloud service triangle, service model triangle for you. Now, what actually mean the software as a service? Software as a service is based entirely on the internet. No doubt, it's an internet based, and it's an approach to software distribution by which software provider hosts then combination of server, all the resources like databases, codes, or even the applications, all that, and that can be accessed by the user from the connected device. That is a software as a service. The best example nowadays, the software as a service, is a Microsoft Office 365. 365 is a version of Microsoft Office under which you are not installing that Office on your, you can say, the local machine. You are accessing that Office from the Microsoft server, and for that purpose, you should have the license subscription available with you. That's why software as a service does help out to reduce the software piracy also. That's a software as a service brings the power to the power of firm's workflow to any user anywhere in the world at any time. Means it is need not to say that the internet is a 24 by 7 basis and you can access it from anywhere. That's why it is like a power in the hands of that software developer. Now, these are the some of the characteristics of the software as a service. That model allows to provide the software application as a service to the end user. The very first, that's some of the, you can say, the several applications. Some of them are as like billing and invoice system can be under software as a service. Customer relations CRM application we can develop under the software as a service. Even the health application like the chatbots we can have under the SaaS platform. And some of the human resource like payroll and other software can also be developed using the HR that software software as a service. Now, some of that software application are not customizable, such as Office Suite, but as SaaS provides the application program APIs that allow developer to develop the customized application. That is a software as a service characteristics. Now, here are some of the more characteristics of the SaaS service model that makes the software available over the internet. Obviously, it will be subscription based and available on the internet. Software are maintained by the vendor rather than by the where they are running. Means no need to client, no need to worry about how the software maintenance will be done. The license of software may be a subscription or users based, mean pay per use. Then software applications are cost effective. SaaS applications are the cost effective because you no need to worry about the software capital cost and maintenance, etc. They are available on demand as and when required. You can have them. Then they can scale up or scale down as per your requirement. We have seen scale up and scale down. That's a vertical and a horizontal scaling. Then they are automatically can be automatically upgraded and updated. No need to patch the install the patch. They will be it will be done automatically. जो हम लोकल मशीन पे जब भी कोई ओएस एप्लीकेशन वहां पे स्टोर करते हैं तो वहां पे आपको पैच अपडेट करना पड़ता है टू अपग्रेड दैट सॉफ्टवेयर और ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. बट SaaS में ऐसा नहीं होता. It will be done automatically and all user running the same versions of the software. Mean there will not be the issue of compatibility. Okay, many times there is a issue of compatibility. आपने भी देखा होगा कि आप सर्वर ऑफिस 2007 में काम करते हैं तो ऑफिस 2010 में वो फाइल कभी कभी ओपन होती है या नहीं होती. That's a software compatibility. But when we are using software as a service SaaS model, there is no issue with respect to the version of software, and that's why there is no compatibility issue. Also, it will not require any hard code functionality for the individual user. Means the multiple users can share the single instance of the infrastructure. Now, these are the benefits of the software as a service: modest software tools, efficient use of software licenses, centralized management and data, platform responsibilities managed by the provider, multi-tenant solution. These are some of the benefits. And the modest, what do you mean by the modest software tool means? That deployment requires little or no client-side software installation, which results in the following benefits: that no requirement of the complex software packages at the client side. जब भी आप कोई फिर client side यानी कि आपके local machine पे कोई install करते हैं तो there might be any requirement of the other software also. But when you are using the SaaS, there is no requirement of such a patchwork. Then little or no risk of configuration of the client side and low distribution cost. Obviously, there is no distribution as such. That's why there is a low distribution cost in the SaaS. Everything is a subscription base or pay per use base. Efficient use of software licenses can be achieved by using the SaaS. Centralized management of data, being the data is provided, data is stored on the centralized server, it can be managed centralized. And that's why, however, the cloud provider may store data in a decentralized manner to check the redundancy and reliability. Then we can have the multi-tenant solutions for the multi-tenancy for the everything, and platform responsibility managed by the provider. All platform responsibility like the software backup, maintenance, security, hardware refresh, whatever it will be performed by the provider only. Okay, consumer need not to worry about that. Then the issues related to the software as a service are the browser-based risk. If you are accessing that software through the browser, then there may be some compatibility or version conflict issues. Then network dependency, obviously, overall cloud depends on the internet. That's why there is a network dependency, but obvious, and lack of portability between the SaaS cloud. Nowadays, this last issue is being almost resolved. That's a lack of portability. Browser, I request all of you to please mark your attendance. Those who are latecomer, please mark your attendance by entering your name and roll number at the chat box. That is a browser risk and a network dependencies for you. OpenSaaS and SOA, that's a software lack of portability between the slash cloud. Now that is a service consumer. that can be orchestrated using the client user interface representation. That's the cloud computing. And then you can have the cloud, wherein the software directory, software as a service directory, messaging web services, collaboration web services, all are present using the XML interface. That is something with respect to the software as a service. Now we will move towards the DevOps and cloud computing. Being this is a revision, we are taking it somewhat fast. I again request you to please study hard with respect to the MCQs. Okay, unless until you are studying MCQ, we will not going to get passed. Okay, please mark your attendance at the chat box. Those who are latecomers, Shital and Harshali Shukla, please mark your attendance. Okay, now what do you mean by the DevOps and cloud? Okay, DevOps means just a combination of development and operational team. Whatever there is a development there in every IT company, there are two teams working. One is related to the research and development, and another is related to the actual operational point. That's why it's called as a DevOps. That's a development and operational team. They have to come together for the better software solutions, and they cannot say that it's not my responsibility, or they cannot have the exclusive working. They should work in a complementary manner, means wherever one needs another cell, that help should be made available. That is a complementary manner. Now that is a day off like you. One means no one can define the day off as such very fully and totally. Okay, जो आपके हाथ में आएगा, जो आपको लगेगा that is like a we are seeing, यानी कि जो blind folded man होते हैं उनको जैसे elephant लगेगा कि whatever the DevOps is, you are treating infrastructure as a code is a DevOps. DevOps is a feature switches. Okay, that's a Kanban for the DevOps. Yes, that's a DevOps. Then DevOps is a development and operation collaboration. जैसे मैंने आपको अभी बताया, that's a collaboration between the development team and operational team, operation team. Or DevOps is might be a mere automation, or DevOps can be might be a small deployment also. That all together is the DevOps. Means that is up to us that how we are treating or seeing the DevOps. Now that is a DevOps life cycle for you. It's a continuous life cycle. See, we have to code, then build that code, test that code, release the code, deploy that code, operate on that code, monitor the outcomes, and again plan accordingly, and again do the code as per the revised plan. That is nothing but the DevOps life cycle for you. I mean, it's a continuous innovation. Okay, it depend on the feedback and depending on the improvement. Okay, means first you have to monitor and optimize customer as per customer requirement, and business owner will monitor and optimize, then development will be done, testing will be done, and actually then the operation and production will be carried out. That is a release and deployment phase. Okay, that all together it is like a non-ending circle, or you can say the continuous circle, and it's the DevOps life cycle for you. Now, what do you mean by the dev? That's a development part. And ops, that's the operational part. First, we will see the dev, that's the application performance, then the end user analytics, quality code, and code level errors management. That all comes under the development part. Whereas under the operational part, there are application availability, application performance, end user complaint management, and performance analytics. That all comes under the operational part, and that all both together will form the DevOps. Okay, unless until there is a ops or dev both together, it's of no use. Okay, nowadays companies are working on the DevOps terminology because they understood that development and operation cannot go in a exclusive manner. They have to go in a complementary manner only, hand in hand manner only. That's the DevOps life cycle for you. Again, development, integration, testing, monitoring, and feedback. And depending on, you can have the conclusion. And again, you may have the development carried out. That is like a non-ending circle for you. That's a DevOps life cycle. Now you can have that DevOps life cycle in a you can say the mature in terms of the maturity model also. Just wait for a minute. Please pardon me for 1 minute. We can have the DevOps life cycle under the maturity model also. That's ad hoc, then the proof of concept, organization-wide adoption of that model, then sustain and repeatable model, and optimized DevOps. That's the, you can say, the spiral model or maturity model from ad hoc basis to the optimized DevOps concept for you. You can go through the details. Now all these PPTs, PDF, study material, notes are always already available on your Google Classroom. I kindly request you to please go through that Google Classroom again and again and make use of the most of the that. It will really benefit you. There's a cloud computing and DevOps. Cloud computing is like a, you can have the number of applications running on the on air, and that's why that DevOps is a possible concept using the cloud computing. You can have the three parameter under the DevOps to improve it. That cloud and DevOps can significantly improve how we deliver enterprise IT server depending on the following three parameter. That's the agility of the software or that service with respect to the DevOps and cloud. Then cost efficiency and quality. Agility means increased velocity of innovation. Cost efficiency means increase overall IT efficiency should be there. It should reduce the unit cost for the core applications like core infrastructure, and of course the quality, that's a higher core infrastructure, application resiliency and availability. That's a cloud DevOps for you. It's a match made in a heaven because without cloud and without DevOps, they both cannot run. They have to be a together one. Then only the agility of software can be there. Okay? क्योंकि जब तक आपका सॉफ्टवेयर जो डेवऑप्स कंसेप्ट में से आउट हुआ है या फिर परफॉर्म कर रहा है, इट इज नॉट अवेलेबल फॉर द एंड यूजर 24/7 basis under the service model like software as a service or infra or platform as a service. It's of no use. That's why they should always go hand in hand. That's a DevOps tool chain for you. Some of the examples of the vendors wherein that they as per DevOps life cycle they are working. You can go through that. Like for the plan, there can be a Agile Craft, Pivotal, then version one like companies or software vendors are there. Then for the monitor, there is a data log, then Graphite, Caliper like things are there. Continuous configuration automation is possible by using the Shape, Indo, and Puppet Labs, Red Hat, Ansible, like software. That is the DevOps tool chain you can have. Again, these are the examples of the some of the softwares wherein as per the platform, as per the phase of that software life cycle of the DevOps, they are available. That is something with respect to the DevOps and cloud computing. Remember, I have shared all the things at your cloud Google Classroom. I again request you to please take most of that benefit so that you will be get more and more marks. Secondly, those who have not yet submitted any kind of concurrent of the any subject, like cloud is the one of subject we are talking about the same three, please submit it at the earliest. Okay, yoki, it will then minimize your marks. Okay, it may be like a internal may be kept, that's why जिन्होंने अब तक internal submit नहीं किए by today, please submit at the Google Classroom for the respective class against that respective assignment and announcement. Okay, that is something for today's session. I request all of you to please mark your attendance. अभी तक अगर आपने मार्क नहीं किया अटेंडेंस तो प्लीज मार्क योर अटेंडेंस. शीतल विधाते, I think you have not marked your attendance. Okay, if there are any questions, any query, you are free to ask. Okay, let me stop this share. Okay, we'll conclude the session over here.